I was over here talking. Um, but yeah, so basically what I was saying before my mic was mute, don't know when it was mute. I was late. It's not always late sometimes, but you gotta do your duties first and then do what you got to do, right? So yeah, I said, don't mind me. I do wear these, but it's nighttime, right? And don't care how you pour up the tea and bring it, long as you bringing it in. I'm still looking good for myself. Wearing my necklace, wearing it, so it don't even matter. I could been, anyways. Got this as always. I try, as you can see, I drunk some, not that much, but I drunk a little bit. Um, today. I am okay. I don't know what this. Today, if you have not, please go do so. It's in my community post. Go check out my new episode called Loyalty or Finding Loyalty. Y'all, last night had me like deep in it for real. Like it took me. My husband, I had a flashback. I guess you have a flashback, whatever. Um, but y'all. Today, I'll be talking about adding to the circle, right? Um, and when I mean adding to the circle and what you want to put in your circle and who you want in it is so important because y'all, sometimes we be adding the wrong people in our circle and end up making I know I said once before we be making shapes that we don't want to make, right? Yeah, if I see me doing this, my necklace got stuck to this doggone how I don't know, but how the necklace get stuck to the maybe I pinched the doggone Jesus. Come on now. Okay. Good thing it's funny, but I'm about to be funny real quick. Good thing I ain't got no wig on. I can only imagine. Oh, I gotta take my wig off so I could with this necklace. I ain't got that. I have wore one in a minute. Ain't nothing wrong with that, right? I mean, make sure if you with somebody, make sure you tell them you got a wig. That is not your hair, girlfriend. Um, just be real so they know. Okay, if I snatch, I hope I'm snatching. Yeah, you just snatching another piece of hair. Make sure you let them see what your hair look like. I'm just saying. Okay, I'm done. I'm done messing with people. Cause y'all, if you snatch this off, all you gonna get is this. So I don't look bad, but to me, if I think it always look like, no, I ain't got time. My hair already be sticking out. Anyways, well, let's not talk about what people look like. You can look like how you want to look. Like you could be looking stylish. Like I could walk up and be, oh, that's cute, girl. Or they could say, put something on your head. Like nobody want to see you. Like it's not about what people say for real. It's really not. If you feel comfortable in your skin, but I mean, it's important to look decent. You know what I'm saying? Um, look up part. Don't be going any kind of way. I don't know. Sorry, I ain't talking about nobody. But wait. Before I get into it, I did hear there was something. I guess it was. I don't know if it was like a few years ago or so, whatever. And it was talking about if I see somebody wearing a bonnet in the store, that means you could care less how you feel and you don't care. Look, y'all, let me tell you something. It's not about what, maybe that's all they got. They didn't have a hat on. They didn't have a hat. But I know there's some people that just wake up, get out their bed, they just want to run to the store and forget that this is on my head and I'm about to go back home. But I mean, I guess it's all about the presentation and how you going. I mean, if you looking messy and you just got it all kinds of way, but I mean, that's just now if they do that all day long and don't care, and you see them every day, and that's how they do, then I mean, that's something they gotta do. That's just let them live. Let them live. They want to wear their hair like that. Now let me tell you something. You see this? I usually have my black one on, but I also have a hat on, and I make sure I have either a skull cap or I think that's what it's called. I have a hat that you can't tell I got. I do this and put this underneath, and you won't even know I got this on because sometimes you don't want to be doing all that. I wear a scarf on under my hat because first off I get migraines. And if the air hit my head, and if I have put something on my hair, sometimes I get a headache from just, the breeze of it. So I try to not get no sense of air on my head because I don't want a headache because nobody likes headaches, right? But I'm saying let people live. But I mean, if they come out and kind, Lord help them. I mean, nah, I seen people that came out here with their pajamas on, and some of them they just don't care. They said that's how I live, and I mean, but then they may go somewhere and they look pretty. Like I said, if somebody waking up out of bed, they probably ain't caring about what people think. Me, I'd be like, Lord have mercy, I got right here because I need this, and I still be like, oh my God, I hope I don't see no, but I don't be looking that bad. But sometimes, if you see me in sweats sweats is no problem. But if you see me in something like, girl, y'all catch me running because I don't want nobody to see me. I be trying in and out. If I had to do a quick shopping go, I wasn't trying to stop and see folks because it's always gonna be somebody you run into. It's like, what do it's nothing. It's nothing. I wasn't act like you just not see me. Y'all don't mind me. Today, I just bring it in. Sometimes people just need to laugh and drink too, and drink some tea or something. It's so good. Gotta slow down. I'm gonna miss my tea because I only got till I think it's Thursday, and then I have to drink water. I'm gonna put fruit in it and dream about this tea. If I'm gonna praise Jesus and say, Lord, this the only thing I really want to drink right now. So, y'all, it's a little task, a little bit when you guys like switch up your everyday. Like when I say I drink tea every day, I drink tea every day. Y'all, back in the day, uh, I used to eat tacos every day, every day. I will go. I'm going to eat tacos. Y'all I know I eat tacos, but I love tacos to this day. I don't know why I always have Philly cheesesteak. I think Philly cheesesteak is just my favorite if I go to a restaurant. But my favorite food is tacos. So make it right, it's good. Everybody can't make it. I have other people tacos, and you gotta make it how I like it. I had to switch my how I make it because I used to put jalapenos in it, but everybody can't deal with that. So I ain't gonna say I'm weird, but knowing good dog, oh well, I don't need spice. So I mean, I slowed up. Well, let me be quiet because I did have tacos like twice last week. I think. Help me, Jesus. I ain't had none this week. I'm doing good. I'm doing good. Oh, and okay, y'all know I gotta tell y'all my life story a little bit. Not my life story, but y'all know I just chime y'all in because I'm talking. But I had Subway today, and first off, it wasn't made how I wanted, and I was like, I should have went to Jimmy John's, but the Jimmy John's over here by me, no go. They didn't make it how that place. So it's like when you go to a place, the one that make it right, that's how you want it. That's how you want it to taste. Y'all, I went there the other day thinking like, yeah, I'm about to get what I got this news, Anyway, I go over there, and I think did I order it online? I think I ordered it online so I could just pick it up and then go get, because I was running around. And I go there, pick the food up, get home like, yeah, this about to be good. Cause my other sandwiches that I had from Jimmy John for the past few weeks was good. Mind you, I went to a different store that is not by my house. It's like 20 minutes away, 15, 20 minutes away. And I'll go to the one by my house. Y'all, can you say a girl was let down all the way down? Like, what was y'all do? What was y'all doing? What was the struggle when you was making this sandwich? Cause this is not how it's supposed to taste, and this is not how it's supposed to look. And I opened the doggone wrapper. Like, yeah, I'm about to smash and think it's about my face. Like, I can't even. Either it's y'all that's working there, or I just gonna have to drive a little bit to go get the sale. Like that's even with certain subways. I don't go to all the subways because y'all don't be tasting the same. And I only want certain people. Is they there today? You know what I'm saying? Nah. When it comes to food, my food better be right and it better be tasting like it's supposed to be tasting or even better. Don't be coming here sloppy handed. Just like the other day, even though I had tacos, them people didn't look like they wanted to work that day. Y'all, mind you, I went there maybe a few days before that. Cause I wanted tacos and I could mind you, we renovating or whatever, but we about done. And so I went there to get like, yeah, because the one night I ordered like all the tacos I like. There was fresh, extra meat, everything like you wouldn't even tell that it was tacos. Go there the other night, I should have known because how they look like they was sleepy, they was ready to go home, they wasn't worried about how the food was looking. And because I looked at them, and then I was like, okay, maybe But when you see sauce on your bag, like when you know they had prep yourself, your taco. Oh, either it's sloppy or they just forgot to take it off their glove or something. I don't know. So, uh, get home, get my food. Like, okay, yeah, put up, y'all. It was cool, but it wasn't the best. Y'all, I like a cheesy gordita crunch, right? And y'all, I opened it. What happened? The bread and like was on the paper, peeled off, and then part of it was cracked. Then they like I understand sauce on now. I like sauce, right? But I don't like that much doggone sauce on my taco because especially if it's an overpowering sauce, you don't want too much. Y'all, they put almost more sauce than the doggone meat, and I said, "This just I ate. I tried to eat majority because y'all want to waste your money, but I wasn't happy." Then I got my nachos. Of course, they was jippy on the doggone toppings. Y'all, I do be complaining about food, and if I like my husband get on me because he be like, no, you better eat what you want to eat because if you go somewhere else, you gonna be mad. And I'm like that. Like if I be like, well, yeah, I'll go wherever you go, and then I don't really want it because that's not what I want, but I'm just going there because I don't feel like thinking as far as what I want. And yeah, I'm tired. I really, cause then I'd be like, this not even tasting right. Maybe cause I ain't have a taste for it or whatever. Like today, I went to Subway cause I said, okay, it's right there. Cause I was like, I want chicken wings, but I said that was gonna cost too much. So I should have just got chicken wings cause that's what I want. It probably would have been better off than that doggone sub. Like it wasn't even like my bread was. I just take a sip for that, but they need to try it again. Well, at least for me. I mean, don't ask me what I want to eat. Cause y'all, halftime I don't even know what I want to eat. I always have to, and I always pick the same places. And halftime I don't even want them places because I don't know what I want to eat. Like if I go to Burger King, I really want Burger King. I just say, give me a rodeo burger. Okay, it's satisfying a little bit. Oh, like I don't know. I just I guess I need to just be eating at home because eating out is just like tragedy. Because I don't know, food for me is just I don't even know if food have really been this struggle for me ever, but I guess it has. Like it's just like doggone girl. Next time I got fruit in the refrigerator. I should have just been like, I'll eat the fruit. And y'all, I got like I told y'all, lean cuisine and all that other stuff. I should have just tried that. I'm kind of nervous to try that because it's like, man, I guess I hope it tastes good. Like you gotta put your hopes in it. Like it ain't got all. But I rather eat that than eat junk all day. Like I'm trying to do better because this snacking and all this other stuff is too much for me. That's why I don't got a snack right now, cause y'all be seeing me eating while I'm eating. Cause sometimes I just eat cause it's sitting there. I guess. Everybody, I look all right. I look okay. Everybody doing all right? Probably not. Yeah. Anyways, okay. Enough about I guess my vent session for the moment. Um, but I was just telling y'all, then I get in my whole food thing because I'll be telling y'all about a whole day because I can't even, what I do today. Did something. Anyways, I was busy getting stuff together. I finally got stuff together. I'm about to relax and um, finish up the kitchen by then anyway, so it's not that much. Just relax, watch TV or something. Um, Anyways, I hope y'all okay, I'm gonna get into it. I know y'all probably I bet y'all listen anyway. Um I know y'all had listened to my podcast this morning and please forgive me like I said, y'all. I got up and no, I got off last night and your girl just like literally what did I do? I think I literally got off, relaxed a little bit and went to sleep. I ain't even record. I have to really get on like a consistency as far as like recording either on Saturday so it could be already posted and I ain't gotta worry about it on Monday because y'all I woke up, I had to do something early. So that's why I posted like I think it was after 9, but I said, well, they'll see it. That's all I said. They'll see it. My bad. I'm late. I'm not gonna say I'm always late. I'll be trying to be on time. Like when you be trying to get out on time, you try to be on time. But we will get there, y'all. I've been late to lives. I've been late. What else I've been late? Y'all, I know we all been late sometimes, but act like y'all know I'm early. I'm not late. I'm early. Anyways, um, these people, man. Sorry, not talking about. Okay, so tonight, your girl is going to be talking about adding to the circle. We're not talking about addition, but we could talk about addition. But your girl is not a mathematic person. I used to like math. Give me one, two, three. That's six, right? Okay, yeah. Anyways, so we're gonna be talking about adding to the circle, and y'all know what I got to do. I got to pray, but not but wait. Yeah, let me do that, and then I'm gonna let y'all know. Lord, we thank you. Lord, we ask you to forgive us. Lord, we thank you for this time together, and Lord, I ask you to give the words that you want to give to your people, and Lord. We just love you and thank you for another day and another night and everything that you have done for us. In Jesus' name, pray. Amen. Okay, so y'all, I want y'all to hear that because some of y'all didn't hear it, but I gotta play my intro for y'all so then we act like we. I'm gonna get there for real, y'all. I'm gonna get there because I'm on the regular YouTube, so I'm doing everything from this, that. So this is what we gonna do. Okay. All right. Welcome to T Promise Pouring Up to Tea, where we is going to get into it. So bring your tea and pour it up with me. Okay, so y'all, so tonight I wanted to talk about don't mind me, y'all. I'm trying okay. Tonight we talking about um adding to the circle. And you're probably wondering, okay, what's she about to talk about as far as adding to the circle? What we need to add? One plus one, two plus two, three plus three. No, that ain't what we talking about. But if you're ready to add to your circle, it is time to do so and being mindful who is all in your circle, right? So if you have looked at what a circle is a group, a ring, something that just don't ever end, but something that's locked in, something that is very unique that no one can change, right? It's a crew, it's a crowd, uh it could be a crowd, it could be whatever you like. When it comes to a circle, who are you putting in your circle? How many are you putting in your circle? How big is your circle? And what do you want your circle to look like? We want it to look small, medium, large, or just you. So, the reason why I chose this because if you have listened to my episode today talking about loyalty, la la la, we're talking about loyalty, we want if y'all see me look down here, it's because sometimes I don't know. Sometimes I push the mute button, don't realize I push the mute button. But anyways, in my episode where I talk about loyalty, because loyalty is very important. We want to bring loyalty to our circle. So we want to add that to our circle. We want to be that's also adding trust. That's also adding love. That's also adding commitment. That's also adding people that you really want in your circle, right? I need all these things in my circle. Most of all, I need God at the center of my circle. So, what are you adding to your circle? Who are you adding to your circle? How many do you want to add to your circle? Like I said, my preference, I would consider maybe like three or four, nothing more, because the more that you have, the more that is, I want to say it's a struggle. You have to basically balance it all. But most definitely, you want to make sure that you have God in your circle. That's the only way your circle is really going to operate. And let me tell you, I'm not going to tell you to limit your circle and how your circle operate because your circle could be so big, but it's in a way that it operate where you and God got this thing going where okay, if you got a team, a crew, or people, and you say, okay, this person is when I call for this person is when I need them for this. But these people are basically it's not really connected to one another. I mean, there's some people in your circle may be connected to you and another person, but you want to be mindful. You don't want too many people connected to each. Like if you got three people that's connected to you and those other people, that brings on what disconnection, that brings on being unloyal, being they're not being committed because you don't know people go back and forth with one another, so we have to be mindful what we are bringing in because y'all, the more people, the more the enemy can play with you and play with them, and then not just have you questioning what is going on in my circle. Is these people true and these people is real? Y'all, we trying to build up what friendships, we trying to build different real well, that's weird. Let's just stick with the friendship. I don't think anyways, we want to build different friendships inside these circles. Who can you trust in this circle? That's why there's always going to be a circle where some people gonna say, I may have like five people around, but I only can trust one. I may have five people around, I may can trust two. That's about it because you have to basically Discern people, discerning meaning that I need to look you up and down, but I have to know the inside out. What is your character? What is you bringing to the table? How do you treat me? How do you treat everyone else? When somebody says something to that person, does that person go out and run, or they keep? And you will feel a comfort, and you will feel a secure type thing when it comes to that person. And that's the thing that we tend to fall short. We tend to basically say, okay, I am A1 with this person. This person do this, do this, do this, do this. But do you think if a person said one thing as far as something negative one time, do you take that negativity and you use that against them for and say, oh, I can't trust them no more? But now you lost your trust buddy. Was they ever the one to be trusted? You know what I'm saying? It's really comes down to how at peace do you, because sometimes you are going to have like disagreements and you're not going to agree, but how much would you put into this circle and these people and this person or persons? It's like, how much would you tell? Like, do you know these people are not gonna tell? Like, cause thank you. Cause there's some people they say, okay, I know they ain't gonna say anything. I can basically vent to them and give them all. Like, I can run my mouth as water, meaning I give you everything, knowing that you're not gonna go back saying all this. Like, when I need a friend, when I call you, or if I need to talk and all this, will that person be there? Or are you the type of person that I need to be there all the time? I need you to be there when I need you and all this. Or are you the type of person, long as you're in my presence, long as that I just see you, you don't have to be in a present physically, spiritually or distance or whatever. How do you conduct your circle? And do you really want? Okay, woman, thank you. Um, do you really want a circle, or you just want it to be you? That's what we need to ask ourselves. And who do we want in there? And are we afraid to show people the people that's in our circle? Let me let you know. A lot of people are afraid to tell, okay, I do, you know, hang with this person, you know what I'm saying? This person always A1, they always do this, that. But some people hide people because, like, okay, what will people think or say? Or would they say, is this even worth doing? Like, is this person worth keeping? And it's kind of like you have to explain to people, this is the reason why I'm doing it. You don't even have to explain. As long as it's between you and God, that's all that matters. Look, y'all, Jesus had 12 disciples. Let's look at Jesus' circle. Jesus had 12 disciples. Jesus knew who would betray him. Jesus knew who would lie. Jesus knew all these things. But see, you know, at the end of the day, he loved each and every one of them. He treated them, you know, all the same. So at the end of the day, it's important, how do you want to operate your circle? Can you handle it all? Do you want it all? Or will it be overwhelming or too much? So it's going to be up to you to figure out, how do I want to go about this? Can I handle the things that come into my circle? Will I be able to handle this? Because I don't have time. Because, a lot of times we don't want to be like, we have time for all this um, drama, right? Y'all, if we look at, the scripture I want to bring to you tonight, and we all may have heard it, but um, it's just one verse from it. It's my fave, and it's one of my favorites. I can't say my number one, but it's one of my favorites because you always have that. Uh, Sorry, y'all. What's it doing? Hold on. Okay, y'all. I'm back. My bad. I had the kids. Y'all, I be juggling, but it's all right. It's all right. Um. Okay, I was looking. What was I looking? Okay, so y'all. So if we go to songs 23 and 5, remember this. Oh my God. Okay. If we go to Psalms 23 and 5, where it said, Thou prepares a table before me in the presence of my enemy, and thy cup runneth over. Well, thy anoints my head with oil, my cup runneth over. Okay. Go to where it says, Thou prepares a table before me in the presence of my enemy. Y'all may have enemies in your circle, right? But however, God prepares a table before you, meaning He put everything that's on that table to help you. So no matter what you are adding to your circle, remember God's got it all prepared, and God has given you everything that you need. Even when you don't think you have it, you do. You just have to tap into it, knowing that, okay, God, you just said that you prepare it for me and the presence of my enemy. The people that you are in your circle, sometimes you thinking it's all good because the enemy know how to hide himself in between people and you sometimes can't realize it if you don't discern it. But man, if you're not doing your job, that means you don't got no hater, but you gotta have haters somewhere, somehow, and you'll be able to figure out and be able to handle it to the point that they have to do what you say. Because when you got God on your side, they can't do nothing unless you let them. They can't take nothing from you unless you let them. Y'all, it's so important just to continue to add to your circle, continue to look for that loyalty, that trust, that love, that caring, or whatever that may be. Y'all, we all want somebody loyal. We all want somebody trustworthy. Trust is so important. We all want that commitment. But y'all know, in this life, it is so hard to be trying to find that. Y'all, let me tell you, I maybe I need a drink because it was having me. Maybe it's like that, y'all. When I say, because I was talking about it yesterday, but I don't know if I got all the way into it. But my circle used to be so big to the point I couldn't handle my own doggone circle. I was just liking the people that was in it, thinking it was all good and gravy, thinking this is, I got so many people. But let me mind you, I didn't talk to everybody in the circle like that. I was just cool. I was just trying to fit in. It's kind of like that puzzle piece. If the puzzle may be blue and I was red, you know what I'm saying? And you trying to fit, it just wouldn't fit. I wasn't in the right puzzle piece, but I was just trying to be that person. I was different, but I was just trying to be like, oh, okay, this still my circle though. Y'all still cool though, right? But it was kind of like, was it really a circle? I don't I it wasn't, because a circle is something that is, it can't be broken. It can't be, things that belong in a circle is going to keep you together, right? It's not going to lose its shape. But circles can be different things if it get too crowded, and we don't want it that crowded. You want to be able to handle it. You want to be able to move differently and do things differently without too much opinion, too much assumption, too much confusion, too much draining, everything. When it's too much, oh, there's some thinking that we have to do to reevaluate our circle and what we are doing. Y'all, I don't know. Maybe I was the type of person that just like people to be my friend, because it was like, okay, everybody need a friend. Everybody need a friend to talk to, right? Y'all, I be in relationships by outside. I got friends outside of that, but it was kind of like you be limited because you was like, no, you don't need certain people because they're not gonna understand. Because it switch up. Let me tell y'all get in certain relationships and friendships, things switch up and they don't look the same. People don't act the same. Your circle will switch so quick. You be like, dog, I thought we was cool. I thought we was on an understanding level, but I guess not. People know how to switch up real quick, and they can talk a lot, and you will be like, I thought that we was on the same page. I thought we had understanding. I thought I can pour things out to you and we will be cool. Oh, you can pour so much that when your cup is over and it's not the good cup that you want that was filled over, let me tell you, it's to the point where people will use that against you. And it's like, what you mean? Like, I didn't think that by me, you know, talking and trusting you and doing this for you will basically, it's kind of like a backlash. I didn't know it was going to backlash on me. I didn't know it was going to hurt me. I thought it was all going to be good. At the end of the day, can we handle the things that's going on in our circle? But we want to add to it. We want to add, but add good. That's what you do. You add good and take out things that you know that's trying to cut it. Don't let nobody bring knives in the circle. You got to be aware of the ones that's trying to tear you down, and it could be the ones that you think is all for you and really against you the whole time. And a lot of times we end up figuring out last minute and thinking like, why didn't I see this? A lot of times there is signs, but we try to block it because it's like, no, this is not this is not this person. This person wouldn't do this. This person, y'all. I knew a person. I knew a person, and this person, y'all. Y'all. Me. I mean, my best friends be mostly, girls have um girlfriend, not like that, but and and boys have male friends. That's basically, I'm gonna just say homies because it sounds weird, but basically, man, you tell people stuff or you do things and y'all think y'all communicating right, and a person will go and tell everybody, and it's something different that y'all already talked about. Or they'll say you did this, and it's like, what? And then I go confront this person, and it's like, no, no, it wasn't. So it's telling me that, when a person say, no, no, it wasn't like that. I didn't say it like, but you said something. So somewhere you had to say something for somebody to know what me and your conversation was about, or what we had agreed on, or whatever it is. If a person can go out, tell people like, yeah, she does this, and what I do, what do I do? What do you see that I do? Because I need to reevaluate myself so I can understand what I do and what I'm doing as far as wrong to you or whoever. Because, people will have people thinking that you the one that's wrong. How? Don't get me wrong. And I'm not going to say that I'm perfect because I'm far away from that. But I'm not a bad person, but I had my times or flaws or whatever you want to call it. But I have, um, I own up to it. And sometimes owning up to what you do, it tells you as far as, how much you've grown. And, people always say, you be the bigger person. You be the bigger person. And sometimes that's what I always think. And you always try to tell people, just be the bigger person. And sometimes, like, I'm always the biggest, the bigger person, always going back to try to correct things, always trying to make sure everybody else good. But then being the bigger person, are you accepting the terms that you was trying to iron out or to do for this person or whatever? Is it still, I'm not going to satisfy it, but do it give you peace? It's a lot that goes on when trying to build a circle of friends or work or relationship or whatever you trying to build when it comes to your circle. Cause y'all, if y'all don't have God, it's gonna be a struggle. And like I said, me, myself, I knew God. And I'm not gonna say I didn't have God. I did, but I wasn't tapping into him at the right moments. I was just tapping into him when I felt like um frustrated or I wanted something. You know what I'm saying? But I had to grow to say, Lord, help me to understand and to, like, I was basically, using God as, okay, I'm using because not like that, but I mean, if you're not all the way in, you're going to do any and everything. All I gotta do is pray, and God gonna give it to me. All I gotta do is ask God, and God gonna make this for me. All I gotta do is pray, and God gonna allow me to see it. But it didn't work like that. It's not like you have a genie and you just rub the bottle and say, I would like this, and it just come out like that. It's not like that. Y'all, before I had a true relationship with God, I think I had so many shapes and I didn't have a real circle. And I'm not gonna say that. I had real circles before. I had real people. Um, but I was adding the wrong people into my circle because I thought that it's okay. They're not gonna hurt, but they was doing more hurt behind me. I was getting more knives in my back than I can't even count. People that I didn't even think that would say things about me. But me trusting them, thinking they is with me all the way. And at the end of the day, they is stabbing me. And I couldn't even doggone see that people was doing things behind my back. And it has you like, what did I ever do so wrong? What did I do to hurt people? What did I do to have people act like this or lie on me or treat me this way? What did I do? But at the same time, it's kind of like we also have to consider ourselves like it tells us in scripture. If we see someone falling, we have to consider ourselves because we could be that person too, falling and need help. I could be there too because I could have been a person that stabbed somebody. And y'all, I'm not saying literally stab because people probably get on. She was stabbing somebody, not like that. I'm talking in figure of speech, okay? But I could have hurt somebody where a knife could went in, came back out, and they could have felt like, dog. I thought that you was in my circle and you said something to me that really won't. Some people did take offense of certain things I said, and it wasn't supposed to be like that. I was like, it's not what I said. Like, did I say something? Like, I had people get upset at me because they said I said something, but I said, what did I say? Because sometimes I'm not mindful of what I say. Well, not gonna say I'm mindful. I just don't think how I say certain things, but I have to be mindful of that because people take it to the heart. And I ain't trying to hurt nobody heart, y'all. I mean, been there, but I don't like to bruise people. It kind of put a damper on me, and it's kind of like when you do it to a person, oh, it comes back to you too because it's like you have to deal with that. And it's kind of like, okay, pull the knife. It's kind of like you put a knife in and you pull the knife out, put it in you, and then you realize, like, what the heck just happened? Is we all just passing around and hurting one another or something? Because it's crazy. It's crazy. And then everybody got to find somebody to help them with their wounds and all this stuff. And it's just like, do I really have loyalty around me or do I just Mm. I want y'all to be mindful of the people that we are around and the people we pick up. I picked up I ain't gonna say it like that, but I like not picked them up like in the car, but I picked people up because I thought their action and them being friendly to me back in the day. I don't know why I said back in the day. Like, well, I said back in the day because the year's gone, right? But I was the type of person, if you was cool and we seemed like we had some common, mind you, I had a lot of, ooh, child, what he talking? Anyways, stuff be popping up. Um, I had a lot of girls that was my friends, right? I didn't really have like I mean, in high school, but it wasn't like, oh, we kick it afterwards and we cool. No, because it would be weird for me, right? So I didn't. But y'all, girls like to gossip. Girls like to uh, well, women, girls, whatever, like to gossip. They like to talk. They like to vent to one another. They like to hang and all this other stuff, right? So I was type, you talk to me, you sound cool, you sound like everything good, you on the same level that I'm on. I'm gonna add you in into my whole my whole area, right? So when you add, I add a person on this person, I basically was like, okay, they all in, right? They all in. We cool. We doing. We kicking it and hanging and always, basically have you got my back, I got yours, and whatever. Let's be down. Let's hang with one another. Let's do this. We, you know about your love life and helping. Sometimes you cannot bring people all the way in because you don't know what's their motive behind it. And sometimes they may not even have a motive, but sometimes they have a person that gets so attached to the point they got attached in certain areas that, I mean, we detach. We don't even, it's this connection. This person I call best friend. This person I would go all the way. I was the type of person I did any and everything to if I it's like best friend is like another level, you know what I'm saying, to be calling somebody best friend. I was the type to always call people best friend. You like my best friend. And it's like I wasn't mindful that everybody is not your best friend. Everybody just may be a friend. But a best friend gonna be loyal, committed. Yes, y'all have disagreement, but it's not gonna be a disagreement that's a stab in your back. That's not a best friend. But people have different things when it comes to best friend. Like, I mean, people have been through things where some have between, but the friendship was rocky because after whatever they went through, it's not the same. People all day, this my homie, this my girl. She always riding. I was tight. She always, I'm riding for them. They gonna ride for me. But who was riding for me? God was riding for me. Thank God for keeping me in certain situations because there was times that the one I thought was best friend left. Best friend lied. Best friend told things that wasn't true, and then you have to confront best friend. Best friend, that ain't a best friend. That's a stab friend. A friend that can don't even know, like, took your cup from you, filled their cup up, left your cup empty, and used all that you have given them to go on. Now we're best friends. Drinking the cool glass of water that you have given them. They try to use it against you as if you done nothing. That's why we have to be mindful who in our circle. That's why we gotta be mindful who we call best friends and friends. Because everybody is not for you. Everybody will leave you high and dry and say, oh, they was there. Really? They was there. But want to check on you. How you checking on them? Spying on them? Either you gonna call and talk to somebody, or you just call to keep tabs on somebody. Y'all, we have to know the difference between people keeping tabs and people that's checking on you. There will be signs because people that want to keep tab, oh, what you doing? Oh, what you about to get into? Oh, so how everything going with? Oh, okay. Well, I'll call you later. What that sound like? You ain't at where they want you at, so they're gonna call you when they need you, right? And then the ones that check on you, hey, how you doing? I was just calling to see how you was doing. You still want to, go out here or whatever, or you want to go. We have to know the difference. But people can be slick with the checkup on you and still be keeping tabs on you when they go to that checkup on you. That's why it's so important to understand what is in your circle, what's going on in your circle. When your circle, like I said, when your circle is too big, trust me, I know. My circle was so big. It was so big that basically it backfired on me. And sometimes you'll be like, how would a circle backfire on you? Because you got too many people and you can't blame really nobody because you only blame one person, but then you find out other people. So it's kind of hard to know who said, who did, how they know. That's why now I'm very, very like with friends. I think I stopped maybe like 2019. Sadly, it took that long. I ain't gonna say sadly because everything is a lesson learned, but it took that long because I used to come home and my husband be like, "Yeah, I've been my friend." He said, "Your friend? You don't even know." So I had to switch up and say my associates, people I work with the people I work with or something. So then when people was trying to get close to me, I'd be like, okay. I mean, I'd be hesitant. And to this day, I'm hesitant for some people because it's like, I don't know. Even friends and I'm friends and family, but certain families, you family members, you can't be all goody good with people when you think just because they family don't mean they gonna hold water. All they gonna hold is put your water in their cup and spill it. That's all. They gonna spill what you give them. So I had to learn, just like Jesus told him, like, excuse me, I know who was gonna deny me. I know who was gonna be, lie and all that. But he still, dealt with them. But however, there's consequences when it comes to the, not saying we have to revenge them, but yes, God wants us to love everyone. God wants us to treat everybody right. Like I said, I want people to treat me. I want to treat people how I would like to be treated. I want people to treat me how I want to be treated, but it ain't always like that. You be thinking people gonna treat you right. Man, I had people when I was at work thinking, when I used to work, well, before I lay off, what do you want to ever call it? I had a person that I thought, they're cool, they understand me, they know. Mind you, I ain't really hang. I think I hang with my coworkers maybe one time. I don't know if it was twice, but I know it was one time because the other ones was meeting, but I think it was one time. But I had a person that I thought, oh, they ain't gonna say that. They ain't gonna say that. Man, this person made me so upset because basically was saying, oh, I didn't tell her to do that. Like, why would she, do that? Why would she like that's not how it's supposed to go because that ain't how I put, and it was like, doggone, I thought we was cool and you coming at me like, So then Panetta is like, I mean, she a cool coworker. She cool. We all right. That made me think different about people. That made me think different about people really being your friend. And to this day, my friends is limited. It's so limited. You have to really, 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 really be on a good side with Tiffany, because Tiffany is not the type to really let people in as friends. I I've been so let down so many times. It's kind of like, but like I said, you try to do like what they say, do what would Jesus do? Well, Jesus would be like, you be all right. You still my, but Jesus, fix it, Lord, and help me, because I don't want to look at everybody the same. But it takes time, because when you've been burned so many times, or in certain situation, it's hard to be trying to tell somebody, yeah, that's my friend. No, that's not my friend. Mm-mm. I even had people where I thought that we was close, we was cool. No, that's just a person that and basically you just cool with them, but they really haven't earned the title of friend. And sometimes it could get to the point of that. I do have my, when you see other, like, yeah, look, we having friend there, and like I have been excluded out of a lot of functions because of guess who I am. Like I s- I have no words. I mean, there was times where I'd be I ain't saddened, but I mean, don't cry, but I'd be like kind of disappointed, because it's kind of like, these people, and they base everybody in the picture. I know everybody, and nobody bothered to say, "Oh, Tiff, you want them?" Mm-mm. Or they gotta call somebody for them to call me. You really don't want me to go, so why would we have to go through a chain reaction or a chain or something to do all this? Yes, excluded. But thank God for, my husband, my children, and the people that want to conclude me. You know what I'm saying? The, the friends that I do have, my, my back. I'm grateful for the ones that I do have. I mean, just because I don't do like everybody else doesn't mean, I think a lot of people just look at if I'm going to judge them before, judge them on how they are, or I'm not that type of person. I'm really not. I want to see you do good. I'm encouraged, but I know at time people don't want to hear that. You find a time to encourage and help people when they see they need it, right? You don't. If I'm going to a function where I know that there's gonna be people that's gonna do that thing, well, I'm gonna go over there and say, now you shouldn't be doing that. You need, not my place. My place is to just sit there. I ain't gonna say support you, but be quiet and at least enjoy the time there. But a lot of people look at me as if I'm too goody shoe, or I'm judging. I don't judge nobody. Like, I'm more of a person that want to see people do good and want to help wherever help is needed, and that regardless of what you are going through or what you are dealing with, I want to be a person you could call on if you need that help. You know what I'm saying? Because everybody don't have that. And I want people to understand that I'm not here to tell you to leave stuff alone, because the only one that can leave it alone is you. The only one that can stop doing what you're doing is you. You and God. All I can do is, I can't say support you in if it's a negative situation, but all I could do is try to be your support system to help you get out of it in a way of however I can. But a lot of people don't look at that. A lot of people look at me as, she go to church, she preach, she do this, she gonna tell us to do this and do all that. Everybody's human. Everybody have their situation. Everybody have a problem. I want people to know that I'm a friend that you could call on and I'll listen. I tell people all the time, I'm here to listen. I'm here to listen and understand what you are going through. And yes, I do fall short sometimes not listening, but I want to listen and to understand people, because I know how it feels when you want a friend or need a friend or somebody to listen to you and they don't listen to you. I know how that feels. And I really ask God, I want to work on that, because I really want people to understand that they have somebody. You're not in this by yourself. A lot of people be stuck in their own circle. And sometimes being in your own circle could be a little dangerous, because who would you go to? Yes, you go to God, but don't you want somebody that you could go and talk to and give you something to keep on going, to give you understanding if you need understanding as far as what God's trying to say, or scripture, you know what I'm saying? Just that time. But a lot of time people say, I be kept to myself. It's good for a period of time, but sometimes you just need someone. God, just send me somebody that can help me, somebody that listen to me, or somebody that can uplift me so I can keep going on every day. And y'all, and that's why I'm, truth be told, I do what I do on here, because there's people out here that don't have nobody to help them, to inspire them, to tell them that you still have life and you still can be somebody, that God sees something in you, that God can use you and you can go further than what people see. So yes, my circle has kind of been, it's been down. Not down, but it's downsized, I guess you could say. Cause I had to learn. Some people we cool, but me ain't that cool where I'm gonna call you and have a conversation like I used to. Like, it's even to the point that I limit certain things from people, because either they just don't look at my. This is the second time I did not have this. Sorry, y'all. My necklace said, like, I don't know what had going on. What is going on here? Like, are you serious? All right. Okay, I'm just okay, don't mind me, y'all. Talking to my necklace over here, but for some reason, don't do this to me. That's why I gotta get a ring, because this gonna make me. I'm not saying it's gonna make me sad, but um, I'll just put it right here. I'll fix it later. But yeah, so remember, circle is a group, or it's that, but we also want to be able to trust. I want y'all to be able to figure out, how do you want to build your circle, and can you handle the things that go on in your circle? Remember, God prepares you a table and He put everything in front of you. That everything is the things that are not seen, meaning spiritual. Everybody can't see what's going on in the inside or what's going on in people. See, a lot of people is looking on the outside and think, oh, that's who they are. But what's really going on in the inside with people? So if we all link up and, build friendships and bridges with people to help people to understand that it's not the things that is just on the outside, but it's on the inside. That's why people act the way that they act and cannot really be that friend for that person, because they can't even understand their own self. Let's just be real. if they could see what we could see, or what we know, they will understand that you're fighting against something that you cannot see, and the enemy gonna do any and everything to block that from you. I'm sorry, y'all. My necklace. It's all right. I hope it's all right. I'm gonna have to buy another necklace chain or something. Anyways, so like I said, fix. We work on us. Work on you. So then you can allow God to show you the people that is there for you. Because a lot of people that is there for you may not come in the aspect as how you want them to, but they there for you. Y'all, I have people there for me, but I don't. There's some people you don't see, but they there. My husband there, my sister. Um. Okay, I'm done messing with my necklace. I'm sorry. It's kind of, when you have something that you trying to. I have a friend. I have um certain family, not all family, certain family, but you want to be that. God uses us so we can be that. Oh, okay, fix it, Jesus. He fixed it. But sometimes we are the one to break the cycles in our families. Have we ever thought about that? Like, oh, okay, that's me. That's what I'm supposed to do. But are we afraid of what could happen? But remember, we are different. We are making changes. And God allowed me to understand what I could change and what I cannot change. Like, that is so, 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 so important. So, y'all, um, I pray that this has blessed y'all tonight, because it has truly, truly, truly gave me some aspect on a lot of things. And and I appreciate all that have, for the ones that comment and like my live last night. That really had helped. Like, it helped volumes for my views and people to watch. But y'all, I gotta chop it a little bit because I didn't put the timestamps on there, so people would. I made a short, and I should have like put my timestamps in my description, which I gotta do probably tomorrow, because I have to like chop it and put it in my description so they know where to go, because they couldn't find it. So y'all, I'll be right back. Okay, I'm back, y'all. Don't mind me. Oh my god. Oh goodness. Okay, y'all. Don't mind me. Mm. Anyways, help me, Lord. Um, um, what was I saying? Um, Lord have mercy. Get it together, Tiff. Um, so as I go forth, as far as doing my okay, forgive me. As I go forth, as I do my lives and everything, y'all may see clips and y'all may see different things, but I'll be like doing conversations and also encouragement sessions. Today I do a little bit of like I try to top off as far as what my episode was like loyalty. Y'all, I was flowing because I was like, dog, I hope they listen to it because it was doggone 17, 18 minutes or something. But trying to find a loyal person is kind of like one in a lifetime. I'm not gonna say one in a lifetime. It's kind of like you have to really, really, really know that this person is loyal. You have to really, really know that this is what you want to get out of this person and you can really trust them. Loyal is almost like let me tell y'all something. I know I watch a lot of I guess when you make content on YouTube and you watch different things because you be on YouTube and stuff and you be seeing people as far as they say, oh, I put my girlfriend or husband or boyfriend or wife or whatever to the loyalty test. My thing is, let me tell you my thing is if you are with a person, just hear me. If you are with a person, you should already know that that person is loyal because you wanted to be with them. If you have to test a person and y'all been in a relationship for maybe months or years and all of a sudden, oh, let me test, I'm just gonna do the test of loyal to see if they're gonna really, excuse me, really be, sincere. My thing is that's not a loyal test, that's a tempting test. Like I'm a temper or I'm a tempt him to do that because everybody, I mean, and at the end of the day, it's up to a person can they pass because at the same time, wouldn't that be on that person that gave you loyalty? Like you put that person in a situation because you wanted that to happen. Because this person could have been loyal this whole time and you just basically put that out there now. But people gonna be loyal regardless of what people do to them, they ain't gonna do anything. But once that person find out that you did that, that person is going to probably say, I leave. I'm gonna leave because you didn't trust me. Why would you? I don't. Sometimes I don't understand why people do the things that they do. Like, why would you do that? Like, you basically putting yourself in a position either you don't want to be with that person, or like your heart should tell you, our heart is our mind should tell you that okay, this person is for me. I know in my heart, you discern this, you discern it, you know it. I don't have to go out here to be trying to figure out things, scoping around and all this. That's loyalty. But if you got to be going over and trying to figure out what's going on, constantly either keeping tabs and keeping up with them and all this, do you have issues that you need to work out? Because if you have issues, those need to be worked out. That need to be communicated. That need to be all the way worked out. Like that's something that you, like I said before, that's something that need to be communicated and both of y'all work, work it out as far as what is going on, what needs to be helped. But if you're doing that, you just need to go if you cannot handle it. That's I mean, I could be wrong. I could be wrong, but I'm just saying like why people do that. Either they have issues and they just the one need to walk away if you feel that way. If you already know without even having to do that, just walk away. Cause like I said about that story yesterday, that leads bad road. And it's not a good feeling to know when people, do that. You know what I'm saying? Nobody don't want that done to them. I didn't want it done to me, but it was. I mean, I always said, I was the innocent person, but they did it. They didn't care. There's people that just don't care because they just care about themselves. They only want what's done for themselves. They don't. If you ain't giving them what they need, and that goes the same way with friends. You don't give them what they need or what they need to hear, or you not helping them, they gone. And sometimes they'll still sit there and beg you and be like, you can be gone now. I don't need you. So it's like being mindful. Keep your eyes where they need to be. Switch it up. Let's communicate. Make sure you got communication in your circle. Because if it's not in your circle, your, your circle gonna be ain't gonna be a good circle. Make sure you keep the communication because that's how you know how things is going, what is going on. So if you think there's something wrong in the relationship, shouldn't you investigate for evidence before jumping to conclusions? Um. So if something wrong in the relationship, I mean, okay, for yourself, but I don't think as far as I'm open for question, y'all. Um, some wait, look, I had to read 'cause I started talking again. Well, to me, I mean, you can investigate your. I mean, unless you gonna follow them. Like, okay, if they showing signs of okay, this person about to um do something. Say if this person people go out like, oh, I'm about to go to the store and they go at 7 all the time. Why you gotta go to the store every day? You see something there. Then say, okay, well, you try calling them at the same time a certain day. Then you say, okay, well, I'm gonna try to go to lunch. I mean, it's all about, but I mean, it's just not the personal type of investigation, like you putting them like you know somebody and you telling somebody to do it your own self. I mean, that's all. Let me think. I mean, you should investigate for evidence, but something should tell you that something is going on. And but sometimes it's not nothing going on. Sometimes it's just people mind, right? Y'all ask questions. So if you think there's something wrong in the relationship. But if there's nothing wrong in the relationship, should there even be evidence? Because if you already know something is wrong in the relationship, something in your mind probably click as far as okay, something's going on now because we have something going on in our relationship. But that's not always the case when there's something wrong in a relationship. That somebody doing something, maybe they need, but if they showing signs of certain, yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like if a routine or somebody action or behavior change, then that is a concerning problem. I mean, that's evidence for yourself to know, okay, this is something that is concerning and I need to be aware because you this person don't usually do this. But now this person is switching up and doing something different. That is correct. But a lot of times we ignore people routine. We just say, oh, they just, because they know how people can flip flop and do things differently. Point blank, period. When it happened to me, I had no idea that there was a problem and I know the sign. Mm. So you didn't see a problem, but you ignored the sign. So how did you figure out as far as because when it happened, then that's when you figure out the signs, or it was too late to figure because it happened. Oh, oh, she got pregnant and the truth had to come out. Ooh, Jesus. Well, yeah, that's not a good way to find out. That's a harsh way to find out. Somebody get pregnant, and then all of a sudden, the mm, that's kind of like a. It's kind of because you wanted that this person was going to be basically all in, and then when you thought this person was all in, all of a sudden it was like, oh, ooh, Jesus. I guess that was enough evidence right there because they had to be like, oh, if y'all got questions, ask y'all questions because we are all here to help one another. Ask y'all questions. It's question hour. I open it for question hour. I don't know why I say hour because I don't know if I'm gonna answer a question for an hour. Right. Well, some people do those things because either they are asking for a cry to help. Is that what it's called? Cry for help. And they don't know how to express, so they do something else to see, okay, this is what I do because I couldn't get it here, so I do it this way. So they may have did it. I'm not justifying nobody, but some people when they do end up changing their routine or whatever, that's kind of like okay, they not paying no. no attention to me or anything as far as that. So some people just basically run elsewhere because, oh, I bet they'll pay attention now if I go about it this way, right? So, and some people, they don't have no agenda. They just fall into the signs of basic. Some people, they just want attention and they just them because they're not mindful of a lot of things that going on. They're just doing the do, how they do. Yeah, watching their action closely. But okay, so if a person basically okay, if a person have been in a situation like that before and another person that as far as that, you basically watch them closely because you feel as if I want to be on top of this, even if it's not even anything, or that's just a sense of things, I guess you could say. Hold on, let me see. I got the. Okay. Yeah, so that's my thing. If a person have been basically um hurt or something in the past, do they keep an eye on the person that they know is all in for them? Should they do that, or should they, like, I don't see me once I had got out of uh, uh me uh, um I like for two that like I was talking about yesterday, as far as the one in jail and the one that basically called me and verbal abuse. Y'all, I think in a standpoint of this, saying if they want that person's phone, do they use that phone because, oh, I gotta look through your phone, see what's going on? Or it's just, okay, do you trust me to even have your phone when I need to use it? Like, what is your motive when using somebody's phone? Some people, they have that motive as far as that, um, we need this phone. You use my phone, I use your phone. I access your phone so I could just, some people just want to look through people's phone and see what's going on. Me, if I use your phone because I want to call or take a picture, or I mean, if you want me to look on your phone, I mean, I'm nosy, but I'm not the type of person to just say, I need to see your phone every second, every minute. Let me see what's going on or what you're doing. Like somewhere, I believe that some people use that phone as like the phone does, because people can do a lot of things with their phone before they give their phone. They know what they doing. Me, I don't. I just know simple stuff. But I mean, it's all about trust. Are you trust, loyalty, love? Come on, y'all. Chime, chime. This is so good. I shouldn't be drinking it like that. Whew, Lord. So my thing is, when it comes to certain, mm, it depends on that person motive. I mean, I can't say 9 out of 10. I guess I just say 5 out of 10. Sometimes, and sometimes people just don't like they stuff touch. I can't say 5 out of 10. It all depends on the lawyer or the relationship. Because if you let your phone that doggone match, because my thing is, like, say if people in a relationship, and okay, and these people moving together, and basically, okay, we want to, I don't know, and they basically get lines together, not lines, but phone service together or whatever, and then if that person like, no, I just get my own phone line. I mean, that should be a red flag. Why you gotta get your own when we are in this together? Now then, if they say, well, I mean, if we don't make it together, but you can easily get out. Just pay it out. Split it up. They got ways. But if it's just okay, we just started, but where is the, like, there's red flags when it comes to these phones. But yeah, if they get real upset when you touch it and you just like, it's not that serious. To me, it's like, okay, if you want to see it, see it. I mean, it is what it is. I ain't saying nothing, not doing nothing. If a husband don't allow his wife to touch his phone, is that a red flag? If he don't want her ever to touch the phone, then yeah, that's something. That's a situation. Because the thing about it is, if she just touch, something wrong with you. Something wrong with you. Like, what is going on that I can't even touch your phone? Let alone I can't even see it. What happened if I lost my phone? I just want to call my phone. I ain't worried about what's on your phone. Now, if a person constantly always they take their phone everywhere they go, to the bathroom, to the kitchen, to the wherever they may go, and they don't leave it around, because there's people, if they're in their own house or something, they leave it around. They don't care, you know what I'm saying? But there's those that carry their phone everywhere they go. Should that be a red flag? This boy, better go to sleep. Mm. Mm. Maybe alive. So the question is, y'all. So if a husband don't allow his wife to touch his phone, is that a red flag? I think that's a red flag, because a lot of people, if you live with someone and that person, what? So she took the phone everywhere and she slept with it under her pillow. Now you gotta do all that. Something going on. Like, you sleeping on, because basically that person know, if you put your hand under that pillow, I know my head moving, and that's crazy. You sleeping on it. So how you charge your phone? I'm scared to even put my phone in my bed, because it may. I watch too much stuff. People be saying stuff be burning up in the bed. I don't know. But if a person love their phone that much and to hide it, that is something. Oh God. Oh my gosh, my back. Uh, uh, I think I gotta leave that tea alone. So my question is, anybody comment? My question is, what type of routines, if a person change up, what type of routines would be a red flag for a person? So if a person change a routine or a certain routine, what will be a red flag to you? Because some people, certain routines they do to change how the certain lifestyle, but don't always be a red flag. But what red flags as a what certain routine will cause a red flag for you to think that this person is basically breaking their loyalty, their commitment to you. And go. Open for the people. Open. Oh, oh. That look all right. I don't know. Okay, y'all. I'm waiting. So somebody answer my question. I know I'll be getting people in and out and in. But if a person routine had changed up, um, in a friendship, relationship, in a marriage, in an engagement, in a workmanship, I don't know. I think that's a thing. What would be a red flag to you as far as for a certain routine they usually do except to switch up, but what would be a big red flag? Because I want to dive into red flags. I can't remember how I got to this conversation. So incoming calls, coming home later, and leaving early, etc. Okay. So they leave different times and they come home late and they ignore your calls. Okay. I think ignoring calls is probably one of the big ones that start with people to be thinking because people be like, well, why they ignoring my call? Why they not answering my call? You know what I'm saying? And sometimes it's um people do they ignore because they probably don't know. Okay, as far as what you going to, what you gonna say, so they don't, a lot of people not ready for the conversation, even if you're not doing, they not, but it shouldn't be. I don't know, routine, because it depends if you know this person always on the phone when you was with them and they not talking about nothing, they just there, or um if they constantly pointing out certain things that as far as like you don't do and they call you want to do. Oh yeah, when you get, yeah, if they leave every time your phone ring, you leave. Every time your phone, you don't want me to hear you. You don't want me to hear you. Yeah, shoot, I'll be fine. Who that? My mama, my daddy, my sister, my. But then they can still say that, and they probably ain't even let me hear then. Yeah, but people know how to play them bros. Crazy. It's crazy how they do things. It's crazy. All I need is you, you, you. I need. Yeah, everybody can see because it look cool, right? You let them people on it. You must experience all of that because I had that. Now, if they start accusing you and you know I ain't doing nothing, by the grace of God, I'm glad I haven't like done that because that shit. It's a person that does that. It's like they put in a lot of time and work to do that, and then it gets to a point where they don't care. They careless about stuff, and I think the biggest thing they start arguing, and sometimes you be like, "What is we arguing about? Was we even supposed to be arguing?" You know the difference between a regular argument and an argument that was supposed to be there. That's a big red flag when you just start arguing out of nowhere. Don't know what you arguing about. Like we just arguing. What we arguing about? What you mad for? I don't. And you trying to figure out what you mad about, and they just come in yelling, and you like, what? We yelling cause what? They don't know. They don't know. Was this supposed to be on this or what? Or is this on backwards? Maybe that's how it's supposed to be. But it looks like it's on. Oh, maybe I gotta turn it around. No, it's supposed to be that way. Mm, mm, mm. So, where do we think red flags came from? I have called you. I am gonna try to figure out as far as you right. I said, where you think as far as for um red flags? Well, now I'm gonna say red flags. Why do you think the red flags come? Like how? I wonder as far as how does the whole. Well, you said that like um there was a problem, but you didn't see a problem. I think people instead of them address. I think no. I think people. I'm not gonna say all people because everybody have their agenda or why they do it. But there are some people instead of them communicating, they either communicate and cry for help at first. You will see certain routines, but they haven't even start the process. They just start. Oh, okay. Well, I guess I'll do this. This my assumption, because I mean, and there's people that just they don't know how to communicate, so they use different ways of their communication and stuff. And the thing about that is how they communicate. They basically do things that really going to damage others, and the circle that they are in, because you will find when you find that person say, I still love you, I still want to be with you after all that, and then they feel some type of way after that. It's kind of like they wanted it to work because they knew, as far as, okay, this person always going to be here, this person always going to love me regardless of what I do to them. They always going to come back, and I'm going to be able, because now they stuck in a cycle, as far as, okay, can't say they got two both worlds or whatever, but basically they're saying, okay, I can use you over here and use them over here, so I got this area and this area, so they're trying to please each and every area instead of like dealing with just being in that one area, you know what I'm saying? But at the end of the day, it's kind of still a lot of work because you got to put in work. I don't know my mic on. Everybody can chime in the conversation. We keep in conversation so we can. Y'all don't leave me hanging. I was talking. Oh, crack back. Oh, everybody chime in the conversation. Y'all probably missed my I was saying, as far as I think people do it because that's a they have a way of communication. Spending more time with a certain friend. Oh, it's spending time. It's spending time more. Wait, spending more time with a certain friend a red flag. I mean, it depends how they spending time with that person. If they spending time as far as just as friends, or if they spending time like they always gonna go see this person, they always on the phone, they always talking, they always going places, they always say, well, I gotta go see this friend, we about to go do this. If they spend too much time together, then yes. It depends on how much time they spending together. If they spending time that it shouldn't be, then it will be, because like now, this person is basically spending time, like basically you don't see this person, right? They spending more time with their friend instead of you. They doing things. Right. If they spend more time with it, yeah, if they're spending more time as far as they conversate, going to go see it, going on lunch dates, going on like if they spend time every day, ain't nothing wrong with people, okay, communicating, here and there, but I don't think it's a red flag when it becomes a problem and a person is always communicate not communicating, but well, it depends how the people communicate, right? And it depends how they spend time with each other. If they always laughing, or if they be like, I gotta go get this call and talk to, like, if they got to constantly take their phone, they always texting and all. There should be boundaries. There should be alignment. There should be limits. Everybody chime into the conversation. Your girl need the analytics to go up. The question is spending time with a certain friend that's opposite sex a red flag. But I think it's all depends on how they spending time. What is being spent in the time they are with each other? What is this communication like? What is the motive when it comes to them? You know what I'm saying? What do you think? The floor is open for anybody. They don't know about. I don't even know. Man, he got that. So bring it to the table. Bring it to the table. I'm at the table, y'all. I slowed down on my tea. My tea was getting me. So, do you think it's how would you know they're motivates motives? I mean, you would know their motive because you would know the how they move in that certain friendship or real. I ain't gonna say real. I guess friendship is a relationship. I don't know because the word relationship, I just think about a person that loves somebody. But um, it's all about, like you said, the routine. I mean, how is they spending time with this friend? Is they going over and beyond to be with this person? Like they pushing everything to the side, to the side. I'm not saying to the side, but to the side. So y'all be like, what? Um, to talk to this friend, you know what I'm saying? Or is it like prioritized? Like, okay, my friend called me up and we talk. Me and my friend just chat here, here and there. We chatting it up. Or you cool. Uh or like is what is the motive? Like is this friend trying to get with this friend? Or is this friend just a friend to be like you would see signs as far as a negative vibe as whatever, but a lot of times um people get caught up in moments and think that everybody have a motive of basically. I think a lot of people, let me say this, I think a lot of people when it comes to the opposite sex friendship, a lot of people got that motive. Oh, they spend time together, this and this and this. But there's a lot of people, it's not like that. A lot of people just, they just friends. They do what's friends and they know boundaries and all that. But there's some that have motives that, oh, well, they want more than just friends, but they try to figure out how can we make this more. Well, I mean, I guess if you was in denial at that time, because if you love a person so much, you're not going to think about as far as that this person has motive. You just think, oh well, maybe she's switching something up. Maybe she just doing something different. Maybe at the time, first she was doing, but then it could have also been somebody in her ear to say, "Oh, it's all right. He ain't gonna know. We ain't gonna tell him. It's okay." And when you hear them words, that's all right. I'm not saying me, but when some people hear them words, it's okay. It's all right. He's the, because they want that validation that I'm doing all right. And when they have others to influence, depending on, okay, was it an influence action that somebody um influenced this person to do, to say it was all right and okay, and they just took the all right and okay and walk with it? What y'all think? We gotta help some folks out here. They may be going through. I drunk all my tea talking about I was gonna slow down. I drunk all my tea. Thought I had something. I'm gonna drink water this time. We don't bite, y'all. We talk, and that's the thing. A lot of people, so I was too late. See, when I was what was I? I was 17. Was I 17, 18? I was like 18 and something. Or going on 19. 18 going on 19. Yeah, 18 going on 19. And this person, mind you, got out of jail, everything, and basically going over to be selling stuff, if you know what I mean. And when I went over there, I was already heard, oh, they over, but I was like, oh, nah. Then you see, girl come inside. What was you doing in there? What was going on? But in my mind, I was just like, oh, okay, you just was doing your thing as far as just said. But I was in denial because I did not want to believe that this person was doing this to me. So our mindset can be in denial when somebody is hurting us because it's like I don't want to be hurt because if I believe it, I know I'm be hurt. So I just took it as, oh, okay, whatever. You ain't doing that, but they doing something, but you don't want to believe it because it's basically, oh, well, I thought I loved this person. I don't even know what it was, but because like you just got out of jail, at out of whatever you was in, and basically you just, oh, okay, I got somebody and playing you the whole time, and then on top of that went over a female house selling Lord knows what. I can't even remember what it was. What it was, I don't know. I wasn't they, but I was just one picking up. But it was like I'm not gonna say if I would have known, but just to hear the words like, yeah, and all you hear, oh no, it's nothing like that, and I love you and I want to do this to you. Oh no, I was just over here. And then they lie and say that's especially if you don't really know the other person like family like that, you would be thinking like, oh, okay, that was your wow. People always like it's so important if you're gonna be in a relationship, right? Let me drop something real quick. If you're gonna be in a relationship and this relationship is real and true, shouldn't you know the person family? Because people always like to that was my cousin. Me, I ain't know. I only knew the what they call it, immediate family. I guess there was two people, no, three, and I'm thinking like, oh, well, this is the cousin, right? Because you said it's the cousin. But simply, sorry. So simply, it wasn't. But when you don't know, because it all add up to you, a person that is true to you and in a relationship with you, they allow you to meet. I mean, you can't meet every individual, but every connection that they have with people to understand that this their circle, this is their family, and when they go places, they introducing you and all this. But if a person lie as far as this is that person in the family, you don't know. I didn't know. I just like, oh, okay. But simply in my mind, I felt and I knew that no, something just not right. but I just didn't want to believe it wasn't right. But this person was playing me at the same time. And so I was trying to find my, it's kind of like once I knew that, I was trying to find my way out. But I did find my way out because I was like, oh, this person get locked up, it's over. Because don't nobody want to be with nobody that's locked up. But I think it's about you may have saw kind of the signs, but you could have been in denial because when you love somebody, you sometimes put yourself in denial. This person not hurting me. This person not doing this to me, right? When people do that, that's what I did when it came to that. So also that can put a damage on your other relationship that you could be going into because you you kind of block what others may what the next can do for you, or because you're like you hesitant in certain areas and you're like, no, it's kind of like you almost put everybody in the same category and everybody is not in the same category, and then it's kind of like doing some carving, it's kind of like doing some shaping, and you're like, okay, they got to try to get to my heart, right? And your heart is like right there, but somewhere a person can get there when they can really get to you. But some of those issues can really like damper a lot of things and have you struggling in certain areas that you didn't realize you would struggle in, or realize that this is a problem for me. This is something I need to deal with because like I said, everybody is not in that same category. Everybody don't have the same mindset as everybody else. It's just hard for us to adapt when it seems as if that situation coming again, because it's like it already happened. So now I gotta put my basically my what is it? I gotta put my what is the word? I got to be A1 on my game this time. Like I'm not about to let nothing slip. Like I'm gonna be on it this time and be able to catch every moment, what I say, what I do, what she do, and it kind of can just push people away because it's like, what is going on here? Cause you be like, what? And I think that's the problem when people go in a relationship. They haven't dealt with their triggers. They haven't dealt with their things that happened to them. They haven't dealt with a lot of things that damage other things. That's why I had to learn. You just don't go and then you treat this person saying, no. A lot of people do it because they don't want to be hurt. A lot of people do it because they don't know what to expect, because it's almost like it's the same, but it's not the same. If you start categorizing what is it categorizing everybody the same, you're gonna look at everybody the same, and everybody's not the same. They really not. You even try to throw a curveball and make things worse. That we don't want to do. So would you have wished to notice the signs? So you like what would have been different if you knew the signs? Question for everybody. Would you want to know the signs, or would you have just wanted to be this happened? It happened like that, right? It happened like that. Answer a question. I'll be right back. If I can get out this seat. Answer my question, y'all. Okay, y'all. I said, answer my question. I came back. Ain't nobody answer my question. Let me ask y'all a question again. Would you, if you seen, would you like to know the signs when people are doing something, or would you just like to? Would you already like know? So, would you even like to know the signs or not, or have some type of feel that this is going on? See, this is where I need. Okay, y'all. I'm gonna go with me. Okay, that's understandable. Yes, I guess I would like to notice. Well, now, but have you thought that maybe you was in denial and you knew some sense of the signs? Let me move the table on that. Okay, so what happened if at the beginning the signs was a cry for help, but it wasn't supposed to be how they thought, and due to temptation, everybody don't even understand it. Would you have done things differently to help this person to communicate, or would you have just accused this person? Like, no, I'm gonna accuse and say, no, you do you and I do me, and I ain't got time to talk to you. Oh my back. There you go. Okay, you say yes, but I don't know if you're writing for my other question. I gotta look in the camera to my eyes, because if I look down here, it's like I'm looking right at the computer. I'm not looking at y'all, so I gotta look at this camera. Y'all still there? Oh, the question is, would you have done differently? I said, what happened if the signs was a cry for help at the beginning? Would you have done things differently to help instead of like being able to accuse? I'm not saying accuse the person because I don't know how it went down, but would you have done things differently to help? Like, how would you have done this differently if it was the beginning? Because maybe this person may have had the intentions of not doing so, but then it became this makes me feel good because I haven't had this in a while, so I'm gonna do this. Because did you have some sense that this person was like this before? Because if they wasn't like this before, somewhere, some way, it kind of went left. But if this person already had a sense of this, was there needed to be signs if the signs was already there? Oh, I could turn it around. Had the line right there. Hey. Okay, I'm done playing with this. I still you do. I really miss. You understand the question? Or was I talking too much and made you forget the question again? Hope I wasn't. This emoji in the way. I don't know because the problem was time. I worked 2 jobs to pay for bills and she wants. So basically, she wanted someone there all the time. So basically, this person wanted a all the time, and basically was lacking as far as knowing that okay, my man got to do his thing, and I got to basically try to occupy myself while he's gone. But I want this quality time, and I'm not getting what I need. So she needed certain needs met, but she wasn't trying to realize as far as that you was prioritizing the relationship so you can have a relationship. So then she start accusing you on certain things to make it seem as if it was on you, and you try to basically just continue to do what you do. You know what I'm saying? So it was kind of like this person wasn't seeing as far as what you were doing. basically it was kind of like I need you, and just bring money when you bring money, but I need you at all times because they maybe don't know how to deal to be by themselves for real. People struggle with that. And I dealt with that as far as assumption, as far as this person didn't cheat or anything, but I was assuming, a person trying to build a life for, you know, you, and you assuming that this person is not, trying. Well, I'm not gonna say assuming, but you kind of like lack to see as far as like when a person is trying to build, and all you can look at, okay, the building go come. Let's do this right. Let's do this right now. We'll build as we go, but people like to build, get the building and the foundation together before they could get in. But when you start rushing and start doing and get impatient, then things go, like, sideways. And it's like, it kind of make things different because you rushing what a person is trying to do for you. Go ahead and chime in with the conversation. Chime on in. Mhm. Mhm. Yeah. Did you hear what I say? We supposed to conversation go back and forth, back and forth. I'm used to the convo going back and forth. I'm trying to do like they be doing on there. I hear noise. Maybe just to get people to be talking. Y'all gonna talk? Y'all gonna talk? Talk, talk. Talk it out. Talk, 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 talk. Okay, that ain't a song. Don't mind the song. Y'all still out there? Wave, eye me, or say I'm here. Say something so I know y'all still there. I was talking, thought I was gonna get a response or something. I am here. I'm waiting for y'all to comment. I'm waiting. I'm waiting. And waiting. And waiting. I'm just playing. I say I'm just playing, but I am waiting. I was seeing somebody was gonna respond or say something after I said something, because we like the conversation. Okay, Tiffany, that's some Matrix. What a bit. Is y'all still there? Somebody say, hey, yeah, I'm here. Okay. Look at God. I'm gonna have to be posting on there, getting people. No, I was responding to what you said. Okay. Um, I was responding because you said she wanted something. I said I understand. Like I said, you was prioritizing um as far as that she didn't understand as far as that work kind. I want to build for us and I want to make home, you know what I'm saying? But she lacked to know that I feel like maybe the needs wasn't met, but then it became that she had both for both. Like, okay, work and then getting need, but not understanding that I can't always be there, but this person is trying to build. And I was using example as for me, this person haven't did anything to me, cheat or anything, you know what I'm saying? And this person was trying to build. Like I guess it, and I was trying to rush as far as let's get it done. We build as we go. You know what I'm saying? We build as we go. But as a man had to build the foundation and get it together. You know what I'm saying? And when the foundation is hard and solid, well, the solid to start it, then they're ready to do what they got to do. And that's where I have fallen short because I wasn't looking like, looking at that this person building and doing what he needed to do and everything. And I was just looking at one angle and not looking at all the angles. You know what I'm saying? And she probably was looking at one angle only, that it's just me and you. We about to do this, and if you can't give me this, but it's kind of like, do you know the priorities of what a man have to do to make sure that everything is good? You know what I'm saying? And when you love someone, you trying to do everything to please them, but then it comes to that: are what you're doing, is it helping? Well, it's helping you because at the end of the day, it's kind of like, what was their intentions when walking into it? Let me tell you, my intentions was good. My intentions was, everything. But sometimes when you try to fast forward and trying to get things rushed, you can't see the process. You can't see the whole building of everything. You just see that we get into it and that's what we gonna get to. But if you rush, you know what I'm saying, and don't build, you don't allow person to build, and because order to build a foundation, it has to be on a solid ground, and God in it, and all that. You know what I'm saying? That you put what needs to be done before what can be done. You putting the need before what can. You know what I'm saying? What can. This is what needs. This needs to happen. Build it. But sometimes people take the wrong priorities first instead of what I would have done differently was slow my behind down, and I would have just looked at that everything takes time and you cannot rush time. You cannot rush the building process, because if that's the case, God will rush how he build us, right? But it takes time, and I wouldn't have press as far as assumption, as if you don't want to do this, you don't want to do that, like we gotta continue away, you know what I'm saying? I would have just communicate it instead of assuming, and also understand the building of how the relationship. Um, I mean, I always say that there shouldn't be no regrets because everything is a lesson learned. I just would have done things differently. I don't know if that's a regret, but I mean, because I think it's wrong to say regret, but I guess you don't regret anything, but you would say that you would have learned what you did. But I don't know because uh if I had to say I regret, it would have been yeah because I was unfair, right? You being unfair. You know what I'm saying? How about there? Are there any regrets as far as like blocking away the signs? You know what I'm saying? Excuse me. Everything is everything. Did you hear my question? I said, how about you? Do you regret not really looking at the signs or seeing as far as it was could have been a cry for help? Would you done things differently? How would you have approached the situation? Crack ugh, back ugh, crack back. Yeah, pull my arm and talk to myself. Pull my arm. Hmm. This is true. This is true. But we never know. Like we always say, well, if things was different, it'd be. But it's all depends on God always have the plan set up how He has the plan set up. You know what I'm saying? Because it would have been something in another area, right? So would you have changed your circle that you was in? Do you think your circle was too big to handle? Yes, this is so true. God has a way of doing things the way He need to do 'em. Okay, that's real good, real good. Topping them questions. Got another question? Shoot. No, that's the police. Somebody. Hmm. There's something today. I don't know. What's today? Mm. Oh, wow. That's even. That's a let. And that's why I said that's a letdown because it's like people know. And the lines that people always use, well, I didn't want to say nothing because it would hurt you. So I just didn't, but I'd rather you tell me than me finding out worse later. You know what I'm saying? And it's like either you just want to see how things was gonna go, or you just don't want to be the person in the middle because people have that style of that. Oh, don't say anything, you know what I'm saying? Don't say anything. You don't say nothing, we could. Because everybody had their own way of thinking. Y'all, I'm trying to make sure my mic don't fall off. Cause and there's people that don't even know. My thing was, even though people didn't know when things was happening, I had people that was on the hush, wasn't trying to help me. Like I said, is this okay? This not okay, right? Like you have one person, in your corner, and then others just see that's going on and don't even try to back you up as if you the bad person. Like how? My back, man. Yeah, I talk, you talk, everybody talk. Yeah, it's so important to check out yourself. So somewhere you either still in a way of feeling as if maybe I did something wrong. You know what I'm saying? And I didn't see. No, trying to get my tablet. I was trying to get on that YouTube studio to see on my thing because on my phone it's like be changing my numbers or something. Well, I was saying that this is what I do when I try to figure out what I'm trying to say. But I was saying as far as it's not sometimes I say because as soon as you text me, I lost my train of thought. What did I just say? I said so somewhere either you still feel as far as things become your fault and not really had took in consideration that it wasn't your fault, that you was doing what was best and you was trying to build up your family and do what was right. That's what you were doing. So somewhere either some things may still trigger or some things you still haven't got over and you still put that on yourself. And there's a time where you have to basically, say I was doing what's best and God knows, what I was doing and that it wasn't my fault. I made a lack in some areas. I'm not gonna say that, but I may have been, it was my fault in certain areas. But I was doing what was best. So it was nothing wrong with you making the money and paying the bills because that's what you do because you want to make sure you got a roof over your family head and doing what you got to do as long as you know the intentions was right when you was doing it. Like as long as you didn't go out there and do it, that's all that matters. Like unless because there's people out there when they hear that they other person is doing it, then they'll just go do it. Just like I said yesterday, because they want to get revenge. But if you didn't do that, then there's nothing your fault. You did nothing. You didn't, two could play that game. You didn't do that. You just was doing what was right. Now, if y'all playing two could play that game, you did something and she did something and it got in commotion as far as that, then that's something that need to be as far as forgiven. Like I did that and I'm sorry. But sometimes the moment it's kind of like, why should I say sorry? Because they did it to me first. But see, you want to be treated how you want to be treated. You want someone to treat you how you want to be treated. Now, if you go do what they do, that's not doing that. You basically, you did it to me, I'm gonna do it to you. And if you have that mindset has to really be worked on. It's always two sides to every story, and I did eventually play the revenge game. So basically, it came down as far as you're gonna do this to me, I'm gonna do this to you. But at the same time, it's like, was it even worth it? Because it didn't give no type of. It kind of made things even more worse. I don't know. I'm saying it would make things more worse. Like, instead of, it should have been a walk away and not, okay, we both can play this game. You want to play? I'm going to play. You got your cards, I got my cards. Whatever you do, I'm about to do even bigger. But it's kind of like, is it even worth it? And see, it's kind of like you basically have to be mindful, because a lot of people that do the two for two, like you do that to me and I'm gonna do that to you, it's kind of like, it's a sense that it'll be there. Like, if somebody hurt me, I'm gonna hurt them even worse. No, it's not worth it, but a lot of people do it because that's how they feel at that moment. Like somewhere it has to be like, because it's kind of like, if some people play that too, could play that game. Basically, it's like, did this person, did you go back there and say, well, even though you may not forgive me, I did this to you, which I know I shouldn't, because it's not what we should do. But if you do it, that's on you. But I'm not about to keep playing these games. Like, somewhere we still have to go, because I mean, if you still with somebody and they doing that to you, at least you do your part, asking for forgiveness. You know what I'm saying? Because there'll still be something there, because you were wrong, she was wrong, and somewhere it has to meet in the middle where we both have to own up to what we did. And a lot of times we don't want to own up to what we did, they did, and that will bring, as far as a peace, as far as what had happened. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, but if they already in it, they really won't feel it, because they just going to keep doing it like he doing it. It's already deep in it, so they really won't feel the hurt unless they like stopped, and then now you doing it. Then there'll be a type of, hurting game, basically. Good. That is something wrong. Probably do. I'm trying to decide if I want chips, but it's too late for chips. But it sounds so good. I relax in my bed. I'm gonna watch TV. Smell like carpet. You typing? Are you doing something? Let's see. Let's get this back. They always be trying to find something. Still there. That post not writing. Let's be doing something. Okay, he may be working. Who are on here? Because sometimes that's why I go on here, because sometimes YouTube don't show everybody that's on here, right? And I just want to see who is on here, who is watching. Like I said, I am answering questions at this time. If anyone have questions, anybody have concerns, anybody got anything. If you see flags in your relationship, how you should react? First, I think you should come with a conversation to ask as far as how does that person start a conversation to see do you see any problems in our relationship? Is there anything that we can do to better our relationship? Or is there something that I may have done to you? Um, like, is there anything you want to say? You could put it on the table and I will listen. And you know how it depends on, I guess it depends on the flag. But however, the reason why some people don't tell right away, because of the reaction and the attitude of that person. If you coming in deep, like, oh, you better tell me right now because I want to talk. No, that's not the communication. And just because you don't want to have it like that, coming in smooth and coming in calm, you will have a better reaction than the whole yelling. You know what I'm saying? Let's talk. Let's have, a conversation. Can we talk? Yeah. And you say, okay, ask them what's going on. You know what I'm saying? Is everything okay with them? And he said, I just want to talk. Is there anything that you would like to say? You could be 100. I won't, I'm not gonna say I don't feel type of way, but I would like everything to be open for us. And as far as like opening the air, that you tell me whatever, because I'm here to listen. And some people will tell you because of how you communicate with them. It's all how the approach is when talking. And some people don't like to talk depending on the approach. Go ahead, right? I'll be right back. I heard a snack on something. Um, so if I put some, hold on, sorry. So first question would be, what would be a negative way to feel that a person is not taking your feelings seriously? Cause some people react differently. Um, I know I turn it down. Did you hear my question? It's so good. Oh, yeah, I'm back in the mic so I can't see you. Did you hear what I said? I said, so what would be a response as far as the person not taking it seriously? What response would have you like, oh, they don't care? I did answer it. I said, well, that's what I had to know. It's all about the response. If they're not taking it seriously, then you just say, okay. I was just telling you as far as how I feel, but sometimes we get frustrated. But I'm saying, what is the response that would make it seem as if it's not serious? Because then I can let you know. Because sometimes, you know, if they okay, that's true. But then if they're not taking you serious, if the person not taking that person seriously, and it's still on the same thing, then they just need to walk away. But sometimes it's hard for people to walk away because of what they have. You know what I'm saying? Popcorn good. Almost like movie popcorn. That just shows that that person is already changed. They're already all in it. And I'm not saying that person crazy. That person don't know how to stop. They don't know how to come back and apologize because they're so used to doing this almost. And the songs you may not have seen before, we just think this all new, man. You know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. Did you hear what I said? My bad. Um, I said if a person is not making a change and still doing the same thing, and they don't consider what that person feel, then as far as that, that means that person either tell them, okay, if you're not gonna make a change and you don't consider as far as how I feel, that person just walk away. Sir, did you listen to what I said? Did did you listen to what I said? I'm being respectful, turning off the mic while I eat. Okay. Um, this popcorn good, y'all. But okay, I'm on mic. Um, y'all go check out my podcast. I did hook it up to YouTube, so it's on YouTube if y'all want to check the episode out. I know a lot of people don't really download apps like that, but if you do download Spotify, Apple, Google, um, Lord will not be on tomorrow. Probably be late again. Have a few things I have to do. Um, thank you for joining. Um, before I leave, I will pray. Lord, forgive us all our sins. We sinned and it was not like you, Lord. Lord, we just glorify you and we ask you to continue to help us, continue to allow us to know who are in our circle, knowing what to add in our circle, knowing that you will increase, take out, and remove whatever that's not like you, but allow us to see what you are trying to do in our life, Lord. Lord, we just thank you for just doing what you have done thus far, Lord. Lord, we just glorify your name. In Jesus' name, pray, amen. So, Y'all, thank you for all tuning in tonight. Um, so y'all go check out my community post. I'll be posting on there early morning, and I want y'all to comment on there. Um, Continue to support. Thank you so much. I pray y'all have a wonderful, blessed night. If you up, just have a good night. Um, Lord willing, like I said, I'll see you all tomorrow. I know I won't be on Wednesday, but Lord willing, see you tomorrow. Just watch out for community posts for what time, and y'all probably put a question in my community post. And I want y'all to check that out, answer it. So I pray y'all have a one. See Siri trying to talk. I'm not talking to you, Siri. Okay. So I pray y'all have a wonderful and blessed night. May you all be blessed. And blessings to you. Wait. Back up. You want to hear? Just say, just leave your inspiration in the comments and like this video, okay? Leave an inspiration in the comments, okay? So, y'all have a blessed night, and Lord willing, see y'all soon. Blessings.